Before I get started on this video, I want to let y'all know that I just did over an hour-long video about Dr. Umar and his daughter. And instead of hitting upload, I hit the delete button and deleted the entire video that took me a day to work on. I'm so pissed, y'all.
Fuck about hanging around no girls. I want to be around my son. Like, I don't want to be on no blogs and no shit like that, nigga. I'm just trying to kick it, but I gotta do shit like this. Now I gotta go to court, do all this extra shit when it ain't even gotta be like that, bro. But today was my last straw. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all, if y'all was watching me stream yesterday, y'all know I'm like, all right, I wasn't even gonna stream today. I'm like, I ain't streaming today. I'm gonna be with my son. I planned my whole day to be with him. My whole day was around that. And then I get there and I can't, and I'm kicked out of the crib, can't see him, whatever. Mind you, we have our own lives. Like, she got her own shit going on. I got my own shit going on in terms of who we fuck with. Like, we not together whatsoever. We not boyfriend and girlfriend. So ain't got nothing to do with the content. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I've been dealing with this forever where I feel like I'm a secondary parent. And I know a lot of dads out there go through this shit. Some type of that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple. And I wasn't even coming to take him. Like today, I wasn't even going to take him out because he's sick. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just grab my son and go hang out with him downstairs. Me and her don't really speak like that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to take my son, go hang out downstairs. Whoop. I'm getting kicked out. No. Because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like, I don't give a fuck about hanging around no girls. I want to be around my son. You feel me? But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm going to go work. So it's like every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. Or I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me? Y'all know I like doing like skits, nigga, and like just having fun on the internet. I don't really like talking about real life shit, but I feel like I have to. And it's getting to a point where I feel like I'm honestly getting bullied, you know, when it comes to me just wanting to just be a dad. Y'all know how much like I love Halo. It's literally the best thing that ever happened to me. And this is literally my last resort. I feel like I don't have no type of like shit hurt, bro. Like I don't have no type of say so. And I keep getting this word thrown around like this. I don't give a fuck if this make me seem childish. I just want to be able to see my son when I want to see my son, take my son when I want to take my son. Like, I don't care if this make me look childish.
I just want to come on here and tell you guys why I'm not posting. Me and Halo are very sick. We have RSV and we do not feel good at all. So, sorry I haven't been posting snaps, but I've just been using all my energy to take care of my baby and myself. Yeah, any mommies have any tips for this cold? We both have fevers on and off. We went to the doctor yesterday. She gave us medicine. She just told us to rest, lots of fluids, everything. But any other tips would be welcome and needed. Love you guys.
Hey ladies, what is going on? Good morning. Today is Saturday, March 8th, and I am still in the bed, as you can probably tell. I just rolled over and got on Instagram and saw all this stuff about DDG not being able to see Halo. The video he posted about Hallie isn't letting him see Halo, which we know is a lie. We see him with that baby online all the time. you know, he said he got kicked out of her house. I guess he drove a couple of hours to come see the baby. I guess unannounced. I'm guessing it's unannounced because she kicked him out. So I guess her and the baby have been sick, and he decided he was just going to drive and see his child unannounced, and it would be okay. So me being who I am, I automatically just assume, okay, she's protecting her baby and she has boundaries, and he showed up unannounced. That's what she's supposed to do. But I know that most women, most black women, don't have too many boundaries. So, of course, there were a lot of women in the comments saying that this is why I can't stand women like y'all. He's a good dad and he takes care of his son. I don't know either one of them, but I don't think she's trying to keep him away from his son. There's a lot of people saying that she's mad that he's always streaming with different girls and she's jealous and being bitter. That could be the case, but again, I don't know. And then it could also be the case that she doesn't want her baby to be around a lot of strange women that she doesn't know and that he barely knows, because women can be vindictive. If they know who his baby mama is and they're jealous of his baby mama, they could do something to the child because they're jealous. Stuff happens. We've seen it before. It has happened before. So, anyway, that is what I think is going on, that he showed up unannounced, because a lot of the time these men think that if you have a baby with them, that they just are automatically entitled to your time and your space and can just pop up when they want to, and they own you because they have a baby. And Hallie said, not today. Get out my house. Me and my baby are sick. You showed up unannounced. Get out. And then he hops online crying. And of course, a lot of mammies and pygmies and bandits and dusties will get on here and say she's a bitter baby mama. But this is what I'm saying. This is why I keep telling women, y'all need to stop giving birth to these men's kids. Like, I'm telling y'all, I seriously think y'all need to stop for like a decade at least, because unless this is what you want, because 9 times out of 10, this is what it's going to be like. They're going to be gone before the baby is even 1. He was. And I'm not one of those women who believe that men are meant to be kept. So that's okay. But if you want to go through this whole co-parenting thing with them and the stress of dealing with them crying because they can't just do what they want to do in your life, go ahead, by all means, go ahead and have their baby. Me, if I was older and if I knew better, I would probably be like Ebony K. Williams and just go get like some sperm from a sperm bank so I wouldn't have to deal with all of this extra. Yeah, she did that. Ebony K. Williams, I think, is 42, and she was like, I don't have time to be dealing with all this co-parenting and all of this. Some people thinking they own me because I got a baby with them. So she went to a sperm bank, and men were mad about that because they like to be attached to a woman that they can just destroy and stress the fuck out. So I think that's what his problem is. He sees that she's having boundaries, and she is not trying to be stressed out by him. So, a lot of women allow themselves to be stressed out by these men once they have their kids. Look at Cardi B. Even though that was her husband, he was stressing her out and purposely doing so. He hopped online and told her, you got my kids, you got 3 kids, I win. They feel like you lost. If you have their kids, even though they were married to you, they feel like you lost because you had their kids. And now that you're not together, they know that women most of the time automatically will go for custody, primary custody, because women feel like that's what they have to do. I don't. I feel like especially if you have sons by them, I don't feel like women should be going to court and fighting for primary custody of their sons. I think women should give the dads the primary custody, not of the girls, but just the sons. And you should do like them, just disappear and pop up when you want to see your sons. Like, if you insist on having kids with them, you should just, your baby should be able to come see you when they want to, and you should be able to see your baby when you want to. And if they want to make it hard for you, girl, just go on about your life. Don't fight with them. Like, stop fighting with them. But let's get into what some people had to say about this DVD and Halle Bailey situation. Y'all, I don't know if this girl's name is Haley or Hallie. I call her both of them. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but I'll be right back.
DDG just got on her basically saying that he don't see his son as much as we think because Holly don't like him doing content with other females the way he do it. First thing that I do want to say is she probably still going through postpartum. Like, y'all remember how she was acting when he first brought the baby out on stream, when he took the baby to Kai house, and y'all see the stuff she was posting. Like, she still has a way that she can feel. Not saying they make it right for DDG to not be able to see his son and pick up his son when he wants to, but you got to think about how she be feeling when he got the baby all on live streaming with all these other females and all they want to do is pick up the baby, kiss him and hug him and do all this other shit. Does she not finna want to have the baby around you like that? And then at that, not saying you can't do this, but he using that baby for social media. Everybody knows that's a social media baby now. All because of DDG. Holly is like a whole fucking movie star. Like, she's not no Twitch streamer. She's not none of that. She's a movie star.
So DDG came out and basically is saying that since he had Halo with Halle Bailey, he's been having issues actually getting to spend time with his son. Now, I don't know their situation. I don't know who broke up with who, but honestly, I don't think Halle Bailey wanted to break up with DDG. But DDG, if you didn't know this, then let me be the first to tell you. You can't date somebody for years and have a baby with them and then break up with them right after you have the baby. Your life is going to be a living nightmare. It's just not going to work out in your favor. Halle Bailey wasn't holding the baby in her for 12 months thinking she was going to be a parent by herself. Should you be able to see your son? Yes. Do you deserve to see your son? Yes. But in her eyes right now, you're out there living your life while she's at home taking care of Halo. And we all go through it, but it's sad to say that if y'all not going to be together, she's not going to make it easy for you. That's just the reality of it.
So Hallie be restricting DDG from Halo. Let me tell you something, okay? I don't always believe a man, but I believe this one. DDG just got on stream talking about how Hallie will give him double standards, right? He can't go out the country with Halo. He can't go and do stuff with Halo on certain times and do certain things with Halo, but she's allowed to do it all with Halo. But claims that she is the 90% parent, the one that's always with him. Yet he wants to be the one that's always with him, or half and half, whatever she needs, and yet she doesn't want him to do that. You see what I'm talking about, where I'm getting at here? Is that there's not a bunch of good fathers, okay? There's not a bunch of good fathers, especially in our community, okay? And yet you have a good one, and you don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. That's crazy to me. That is. And you can see the hurt in his eyes, because y'all remember when that baby was first born, who had him all the time? DDG.
A lot of y'all don't have kids, and if y'all have kids, y'all have never been separated with the person that y'all have kids with, baby, because listening to this man video, and I like DDG, bro. I like him. But listening to this man video, he said, my son's sick. I didn't even want to take him. I just wanted to come over there, put him in the shower, put some steam in him, just chill with him downstairs. But I'm getting kicked out her house. I be driving 2 hours out there to get there, and then I can't see him. She want to put me out. Why are you driving 2 hours without calling and making sure that is okay? That's not your house. That's not your house. In the same breath, he said this, and then he said, we not together, we ain't been together. I don't care what she do. We live totally separate lives. This is the key right here. This is the point I want y'all to pay attention to. We live totally separate lives. So why do you feel like you can come to my house, use my shower, sit on my couch? Why do you feel like you have these privileges when we live totally separate lives? We not together, ain't been together. I'm confused as hell. Like what? He said, I don't even know the nanny name. This not your house. This not your nanny. You don't need to know the nanny name. Just like I don't know everybody who's at your house streaming when my baby's over there. I don't know everything that goes on over there. Your people fail to realize y'all lose them privileges when y'all break up. When y'all decide we're not going to be together, we're just going to co-parent. All of those privileges, the knowledge of everything you get to know about your baby when you are with somebody. When you with somebody, you know everything that's going on because y'all always together. Y'all always around each other. When y'all break up, you lose all that privilege to that knowledge. I don't know what's going on over there. And that's the choice you make. If the baby got RSVP, what the smart thing to do would be wait till the baby gets sick, wait till the baby get better, and then take him with you. Yeah, but she don't want you at her house. She don't want to. She might don't want to talk to you. You say y'all don't really talk. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. Yes, this is our child, but he's here right now. The internet was not going to do nothing to help this situation. This was a horrible idea to put this on the internet and give a bunch of like opinionated people who probably don't even have kids an opinion. What you needed was a lawyer, and it's sad that nobody around him said this is what you need to do, not this. He said, oh, I know she gonna let me see my son now. He said she's bullying me, but what he did was got on the internet and made his fans bully her, thinking that that's gonna make her give up her son to him while he got RSVP. It's just not making sense. Like, this is not gonna do nothing but make this much worse. Like, what they need is to go to court, get in front of a judge, pay some lawyers. They both have millions. It's gonna be a good custody battle. Y'all both have millions. That's what you're gonna have to do. You get him this week, I get him this week. You get him at this time on Tuesday, I get him back on this time on Saturday. That is how that go when y'all make that decision. So even if he did have RSVP, guess what? If it was your day to get him, you would have had to pack him up in the car with RSVP and take him to your house and take care of him at your house, which is what you should have did. That's all that should have happened. They don't care. Once them schedules are set into place, the baby can bump his head and start bleeding at your house. But guess what? It's 2:00 on Saturday. It's 2:00 Saturday. The baby just bumped his head and started bleeding, but it's already 2:00 Saturday. The daddy outside. Guess what? Now the daddy got to take him to the hospital. That's how that go. You don't get to just pop up when you want to and say when you want to see your child when y'all are not together no more. That's not how that works. That is like an invasion of privacy almost. So for y'all to be in that girl comments attacking her, talking about free Halo, y'all are sick. That baby got RSVP. She probably don't want him going outside. That's all that is. And then she don't want that man who she not with no more in her house. And she don't want to send her baby to get sicker for another 2-hour drive out. That's all that is. And it makes sense. However, they have to come together and come to a conclusion that is only between them, some lawyers, and a judge. Not us on the internet.
No, y'all, because DDG being on that Twitch stream and talking about how Hallie does not let him see, obviously, his son that they made together, Halo, because he is sick. It is very telling, and it's telling because of the things that he was saying. For him to firstly say, oh, I don't care who she yucking or wucking. It's like, DDG, if you didn't really care, you wouldn't have said that in the first damn place, you know? And honestly, you cannot take away the fact that DDG is a great dad, but it's just like, with this woman being a mama bear, young mama bear at that, and you being a young, you know, dad and everything like that, you cannot take away the fact that DDG is a great father. You can't do that. But my thing is, I feel that he does not know how to differentiate using his child for content and then him having good quality time with his kid. I really honestly think that, because it's like, yes, before this man even had Halo and everything like that, this man was a YouTuber, he was a Twitcher, he's a rapper, everything like that. And yet now a baby comes into the mix, and we all know that, you know, these family influencers, they make a lot of fucking money, okay? And we all know DDG's not hurting for money. But it's like, now it's a different sort of bag when it comes to children, okay? And we all freaking know that all these children influencers out in the world, okay? And it's just like, I understand, because Hallie sometimes, you could tell that she wants to keep certain things private with her son versus having a camera in his face every time. And I understand why, you know, DDG is documenting all the young things that Halo's doing with him being a toddler and everything like that. Him walking, facial expressions, you know, all kind of stuff, you know. But it's like, there's some things that needs to be left the fuck off the internet, you know. Simple as that. And it's, I don't say he's coming off as a bitter BD, but I do feel, Hallie, there's a way you could have at least if he's not able to physically see his son, you could have had him did a FaceTime call where he's talking to, Halo, just to at least have that communication still going. And I also feel like they need to come up with a custody plan in place so we don't have to keep hearing about this shit, okay? Because y'all got this baby at the end of the day that y'all got to co-parent, okay? And I'm glad to know that obviously they're not together anymore and everything like that, because you could tell like their relationship has run its fucking course, truth be told. And for him to say, we haven't been together in a minute, anything like that, it's like, are you upset at that y'all aren't together, so Halo can't have the ideal family picture of his mommy and daddy together, because sometimes it ain't just the mom who wants the family together, it's the dad too, and I do get why he's upset about not seeing his son and everything like that, and I do understand why Hallie may be like, you may not need to see him right now, but it's like you're denying him access to seeing his son. I don't think that's right though. I don't. Mind you, this is what he's saying. We don't know what Hallie said too, but I do feel like, this is a young, sick child too. And like the worst thing in the world is for a little toddler or baby, newborn to be sick. We all know Halo's not a newborn. He's a toddler now at this age. Hopefully they make it right with, how he's sick and everything. And hopefully DDG is able to at least have some sort of contact with his son and see him and everything like that. And it's like, I do feel like if Hallie is able to, have access to her son, obviously being a mama bear, DDG should be able to see his son too. I do. So that Halo can have those memories and obviously know that, his mom and dad were there when he was sick. It's like, when I tell you, this is why when it comes to choosing the father and mother of your kids, y'all gotta be very wise. Because I don't say Hallie's like being a bitter baby mama or nothing like that. I don't want to paint that picture of her or narrative of her. In my head, I'm just thinking, why would you not want your child's father to see his son? It's like, Hallie, do you think that DDG would in any way, shape, or form affect Halo's health in any way or any means like that? Because that's the only reason why I would think, but it's like, if he's perfectly fine, if DDG is fine, he's not sick or anything like that, let that man see his son and be active in his kid's life, period. And honestly, I just think the limelight that they're in, young, having a toddler, I think it's a lot on them. I do. And then not to mention when it comes to, I don't want to say Hallie has a reason to think that Halo will be put in harm's way with his own father, but I'm saying, y'all remember when it was DDG had brought Halo to that Casanat's house and everything like that. And then on that house got swatted. It was like, DDG, that was poor judgment on your part to bring your toddler son at a house where it was swatted at. It's like, come on now. So, sometimes, mamas gotta do what they gotta do to protect their sons and everything like that, and even from their fathers, because, a lot of these young men, they don't know how to be daddies, and they are the biggest downfall with their sons. Simple as that. And I don't think that's DDG's case. I just think that's the case for some men, period. So maybe like healthy boundaries need to put into place, and obviously for sure a custody agreement. And he wants rights to see his son. A custody agreement needs to be drawn up, and it needs to be filed with paperwork. Instead of this he said, she said, it's like go by the court order at this point.
So in the end, I'm happy that I did actually see a lot of women in the comments who had some sense, and they were not like believing anything he had to say. But in the end, Black women need to have boundaries. DVD is mad right now because she has boundaries, and he thought he was just going to have access to her by this baby. He felt like once he broke up with her, it didn't really matter because she has his baby and he would have all access no matter what time of day, whenever he wanted. And that's what this was. That's my baby. I'm going over there. He's sick. I don't need her permission to go to her house or go in her house or anything. He just was trying to cross boundaries, and he forgot that her sister is Chloe Bailey. She doesn't play with too many men. You will see her with a man one day, and then they will cross a boundary, and then they're broke up the next day. We just saw that with her and Burna Boy. That's what happened. I already knew that was going to happen. Like, she was over there vibing with him at the swimming pool and happy and making songs because of him. And then the next day they were broke up because he cheated, of course. So, like, Chloe don't play. And she's probably teaching Hallie, don't let him play in your face. Don't let him do you like this. Just because you have a baby with him doesn't mean that you belong to him. Y'all have a baby, y'all can co-parent cordially, and you don't have to let him run you over and just destroy your life just because y'all have a baby. Especially not with you being a millionaire. Like you're not in poverty. Like you don't need him for anything, and that's probably what makes him mad even more. Like she really doesn't even need your money. Like, and she already knows that she's letting you spend time with that baby. If you want, like a lot of people said, if you want to get 50-50 custody, y'all have plenty of money. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. And even in court, she would put forth on paper her stipulations for when you have the baby, and she would do the same thing. I mean, you could do the same thing. Like most women don't want you having their baby around a lot of different women. Like some women are extremely jealous because that y'all didn't work out. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's the case, but he is around a lot of different women, and that's not good for anybody's children to be seeing one of their parents like having all these randoms around, and that's dangerous. Like I know a lot of women and men don't think about it, but that's very dangerous. People do mess with kids. People do take your kids out. It happens all the time. So I don't know what is going through this woman's mind, but I do know that she is a mother and she does have protective instincts. Most women do. Some women don't, but most women do when they have kids. If they love their kids, they're going to be protective, even if it's with the dad. And we see that he's disrespecting her by continually putting his baby on camera. She does it now too, but I think he does it as part of his his job. He's a YouTuber. He does it like for content. Maybe I'm not gonna say this man don't love his baby. He probably does, but I don't think that, this is just my opinion, I don't really think that Hallie is causing most of the issues that they're having. And I say that only because he has gotten online and said and done a lot of problematic things in the past. He has got online and said something about the way her vagina smells. Like he has gotten online and he wrote a whole song about being jealous of her and trying to take her down, trying to take her down a notch. So he said something about her kissing her co-stars. So this man was jealous of her, and I think that's probably why they broke up, because he was doing a lot. He was doing a lot to ruin her career. And I think he kind of did. After The Little Mermaid, during that press conference, he was doing the most because he wasn't getting attention. And you could tell anytime they took pictures together, he was just standing there just looking like, when they take pictures on the red carpet and the photographers tell the man or the person that's less famous to get out the way so they can get the real celebrity. I know that would crush anybody. That'll crush most people. So I know this man was feeling some kind of way, because they got egos, and so his little ego was probably just destroyed. So I don't know, y'all. That's all I got to say about this. I really don't too much talk about celebrity news, but I wanted to talk about this. I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and I'm going to do the same, and I will talk to you ladies next time. Bye.